Beyond its charming towns, picturesque landscapes, and historical significance, Connecticut is not immune to the complexities that accompany urban living. The affluent communities and vibrant cities can't sugarcoat the stark hardship its residents are experiencing. In this video, let's delve into some of the worst places to live in Connecticut. Number 10. New Britain. The city of New Britain, with its population of 72,354, grapples with specific challenges in its crime landscape. The recorded violent crime rate of 423 incidents per 100,000 residents sheds light on the safety concerns within the community. However, it's noteworthy that despite this, New Britain reports a lower than typical rate of property crime, with 1,652 incidents per 100,000 people. Plus, the city has an unemployment rate of 4.3%, marking it among the less inviting locales in Connecticut. A deeper look reveals a stark reality, with 20.5% of the population living in poverty, a figure well above the state average, underscoring the economic hurdles faced by its residents. Number 9. Waterbury. Nestled in the heart of the state, Waterbury earned its moniker, the Brass City, owing to its rich history as a hub for brass production. However, the echoes of its industrial past now resonate with economic struggles, contributing to its ranking as one of the least appealing places in Connecticut. The economic landscape tells a story of transformation, where high-paying manufacturing jobs, once abundant, have become elusive. The unemployment rate, a sobering 9%, paints a challenging picture for the town's residents. With 21.7% of the population grappling beneath the poverty line, Waterbury faces economic headwinds that have left an indelible mark on the community. These economic challenges ripple through other facets of life in Waterbury, most notably reflected in a crime rate that hovers around 30% above the national average. It's a stark reminder of the intricate relationship between economic well-being and community safety. Number 8. Meriden. Amidst the charm of the Silver City, Meriden faces a stark reality in terms of public safety. Ranking as the 9th most dangerous city in Connecticut, the violent crime rate of 264 incidents per 100,000 residents paints a concerning picture. In 2023, 3 homicides were reported, elevating the city's standing in the context of statewide murder rates. The pervasive safety concerns contribute to Meriden being identified as the 4th most dangerous place to live in the state. Notably, a poignant 13.6% of the population, equating to 8,180 out of 60,100 individuals, find themselves living below the poverty line. This figure exceeds the national average of 12.6%, compounding the unique challenges that Meriden faces. Number 7. Hartford. With a population of 121,562, Hartford faces the uphill battle of an 11.5% unemployment rate. This casts a shadow over the economic well-being of its residents. The median income of $37,477 may be modest, but the juxtaposition with a median home value of $172,100 highlights the financial tightrope many Hartford denizens walk. The city's challenges extend beyond economic realms, with crime rates painting a sobering portrait of safety concerns. As Connecticut's 4th most populous city, Hartford recorded 858 violent crimes per 100,000 people, more than double the national average. A closer look reveals a homicide rate of 17 per 100,000 residents, an alarming statistic that shapes the city's perception. Number 6. Bridgeport. Bridgeport's economic narrative unfolds as a tale of contrasts. Once a thriving hub in the 19th century, it boasted prominent figures like P.T. Barnum and served as a major trading center. However, the post-World War II era witnessed a downturn, leading to an exodus of affluent citizens. Today, the city contends with persistent economic challenges, evident in a staggering unemployment rate of 9.8%. 23.2% of the population for whom poverty status is determined, representing 33,600 individuals out of a total of 145,000, live below the poverty line. This figure significantly surpasses the national average of 12.6%, adding a layer of severity to the issue within the city. Furthermore, the city emerges as one of the less secure spots, with a crime profile that includes high rates of violent incident. While it may not top the charts for overall violent crime rates in the state, Bridgeport claims the unfortunate title of having the highest robbery rates, with 271 incidents for every 100,000 residents. Additionally, the city bears the weight of the second highest homicide rate in Connecticut, tallying 12 homicides per 100,000 people. Number 5. Ansonia. Ansonia stands out among the typical Connecticut towns, where property crimes traditionally dominate the crime spectrum, accounting for 85% of total offenses in 2019. However, in Ansonia, this proportion rises notably to about 88%, adding a distinctive layer to the town's safety narrative. Despite property crimes claiming a larger share of the offense spectrum in Ansonia, the town manages to defy expectations when it comes to prevalence. In 2019, Ansonia reported 277 property crimes, equating to 1,485 incidents per 100,000 residents, a figure markedly lower than the national property crime rate of 2,110 incidents per 100,000 people. Another worth-to-mention thing is that the city's 9.7% unemployment rate signifies a job market that lacks dynamism, posing challenges for its nearly 19,000 inhabitants. Further contributing to the economic intricacies is the cost of living, approximately 20% above the U.S. norm, primarily influenced by a median home price resting at $224,000. Number 4. Norwich. With a population of 38,964, the town faces a violent crime rate of 382 cases per 100,000 residents, surpassing the national average. While the absence of homicides in 2023 provides a semblance of relief, the prevalence of aggravated assaults and an unfortunately high rate of rape incidents adds layers of concern to the town's safety landscape. In the realm of property crimes, Norwich stands out with 1,368 incidents per 100,000 residents, the lowest among the 10 most challenging cities in Connecticut. This paradoxical scenario begs further exploration into the intricate relationship between violent and property crimes within the town. Meanwhile, the economic fabric of Norwich reveals a median household income of $78,214, providing a glimpse into the financial stability of its residents. Despite this, there exists a poverty rate of 10.63%, underscoring the presence of socio-economic disparities within the city. Number 3. Manchester. On the surface, Manchester showcases a seemingly robust economic backdrop, with an average annual household income reaching $83,069. However, the narrative takes a turn when we shift our gaze to the median household income, a metric that unveils a more telling story. At $66,637 per year, the median income stands noticeably lower than the average. Plus, the statistical spotlight falls on property crimes, an alarming surge of 1,533 incidents that sow seeds of concern in the town. This surge beckons the question of whether the townsfolk have developed an unexpected penchant for retaining borrowed books from the Manchester Public Library, leaving a peculiar imprint on the Sane's crime landscape. On the economic front, there is a glimmer of hope. Unemployment in Manchester hovered at 3.1% as of the end of 2023, a figure just below the Connecticut state average. This indicates recent strides in the city's employment opportunities, offering a silver lining amidst the gloom of its crime statistics. Number 2. Derby. The scarcity of employment opportunities, reflected in a 7.7% unemployment rate, poses a significant hurdle for the city's 12,387 residents. While median incomes hover at $64,494, the soaring median home price of $212,900 creates a financial challenge for those seeking to reside in Derby. Despite its modest population of just under 13,000 residents, and Derby defies the assumption that smaller always equals safer. A deeper dive into crime statistics reveals a surprising correlation, with Derby tying for the fifth highest number of murders per person in 2023. The city's crime dynamics extend further, with property crimes, predominantly thefts and burglaries, ranking 7th in this category. Residents face a notable 1 in 30 chance of falling victim to a crime, emphasizing the nuanced safety concerns irrespective of city size. Number 1. New Haven. Present day. New Haven confronts multifaceted challenges, with economic struggles and crime rates taking center stage. With a violent crime rate of 895 incidents per 100,000 and a Bridgeport crime rate soaring to 3,799 incidents per 100,000, the city faces disparities that surpass state averages. High crime rates in New Haven leave a tangible imprint on home values, with the average home price settling at $279,195. The city's distinction as the most dangerous in Connecticut, coupled with elevated violent and property crime rates, adds a layer of complexity to the living experience. Plus, economic struggles form a critical aspect of New Haven's contemporary narrative. Residents face an 8.3% unemployment rate and a poverty level of 24.6%. The city's unemployment rate for October 2023 at 3.7% exceeds the state average, contributing to the broader economic challenges faced by its inhabitants. It's crucial to note that these designations as less favorable places to live don't define those Connecticut locales entirely. Each city and town harbors unique qualities, challenges, and opportunities for positive change. Still, make sure to think carefully before moving in. Thanks for watching.